Hi, so I wanted to make a quick video that kind of points out the 3 or 4 things that I've been seeing that are errors with people's grades. So the first one that I have noticed is that a lot of people, they maybe missed a class here or there when they were setting up the traditional grade calculations. So you just need to go to settings and then traditional grade calculations, and then pick the pencil next to T1. And when you get there, you need to make sure that you have your grades set up the way that they're supposed to be set up. The second thing is kind of related to that. When you choose from the list, you need to make sure that whichever ones you pick on this screen are what you're using for the assignments. So if you have group project and quizzes and you make an assignment but you use project instead of a group project, this will not be a part of the final grade. They'll see a grade, it just won't have any impact on what their overall grade is. So make sure that you come to settings, grade calculations, set up your categories the way that you want for every term, for every class. And then make sure that when you create an assignment, you only use those two types. So for instance, this one wouldn't count towards its grade. You'll also notice the check marks. Check marks are not an indication of it being a part of the grade. It's an indication that all of the students have a grade for that particular assignment. That's all the check mark means. So again, the first one, grade calculations, make sure those are right. Second one, make sure that you only use the categories that you have set up for grade calculations. Another thing that I have noticed is that a lot of errors have been with the number of points. So you can see that this person does different points for each assignment because they originally did total points, so that made sense. So what I have seen a fair amount of at this point is that I'll see 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 10, 100, 100, 100, 10, 100, 100. So it's likely that those 10s were unintentional. So just go to A plus and then click on the assignment list, and you'll be able to see how many points each one is worth, and just make sure that that matches up with what you want it to be. And then the last thing that I've noticed is that a couple of people have done this where they click on the grade and they wind up putting in a different grade somehow, potentially accidentally. I don't really know how they're doing it, but if you see where there's a little triangle in the upper left corner of the box, like if you see that right there, that means that you have an override. And so that's going to have an impact on your final grade and that type of thing. So make sure that you don't do that. And so those are the biggest things that I've seen. So just double check, triple check, make sure that everything is the way that they're supposed to be, because as soon as grades are stored, it's a bit of a nightmare to change those grades for you and for the guidance counselors. You have to fill out a form for every single grade that needs to be changed. That includes every single student. So make sure that you get it right up front, and then you don't have to worry about it. And now that we're in the second term, just double check your second term as well and make sure that it's what you want it to be. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a good one. Bye.